Hey, guys. How are you? I'm going to give everyone a moment to find us. I know you're expecting someone else, but I'm standing in for her today. So I wanted to say, hey, let me know that you are here. I'm so excited. We are going to have so much fun. I have a lot of great information to share with you. So let me know when we get on. There's a little delay with Facebook. I'm just going to check my phone to make sure that we are live. All right, here we go. So when you get in, if you could just go above you and it'll say give StreamYard permission, just click on that and then hit the back button and it'll bring you right back to me. Then I can see your name. So listen, I need some friends here to help me. Hey, Rebecca from Ohio. I have to give away two prizes today. And I'm so worried that I'm going to forget to give away the prizes and I don't want to let my friend down. So can I have two helpers, please? That remind me, Erica, you need to give away the prizes, okay? Because they're fabulous and I love prizes. And it's not that I'm secretly trying to keep them for myself because Michelle's going to watch the replay, right? So, hey guys, my name is Erika V. I go by Erika V. So please let me know what your name is and where you're tuning in from. Right now, I'm in Maryland, which is like I'm 30 minutes outside of DC, but I've lived in a lot of places. You guys are just going to die. I'm actually from Connecticut as well. I've lived, let's see, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, New York, anyone, or Georgia, Seattle. I've lived in a lot of places. This is the longest I've ever lived anywhere is where I am now. I am a military gal. My dad was in the military. Then I married a military man. Any military out there? Thank you for your service if you are. So we are going to do a little chatting about some sales, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about me so you're not like, yeah, who is this girl here? I'm missing my unicorn fairy. So I'm going to talk to you about some sales tips and then you can ask me some questions afterwards and we've got to do our giveaways, all right? All right. So again, my name is Erika V. I go by Erika V and I love to talk about sales. So for 25 years, I know I look so young, right? I have been in some capacity of selling. I've also had several businesses, brick and mortar. So I've had a salon. When I was 19 years old, I had a nail and tanning salon. I've had a Jamaican restaurant. Can you believe that one? I don't even know if Michelle knows about that. And for this past 17 years, I've been in direct sales. I'm actually in skincare and makeup. So that's a little bit about me. The other thing that I have to tell you, it's kind of like my little disclaimer, so to speak, is so if you hear me, and I might have a minute where I might have trouble finding my words. Has anyone ever had that happen? Like it's kind of embarrassing and it makes you sweat, right? Okay, well, I have actually been in 3 car accidents. I'm sure other people have been in car accidents. Well, what happened in those 3 car accidents is I had concussions. So now I have 3 traumatic brain injuries. It's like when I was going to my support group, when I was recovering from my last one, they would call me Wonder Woman or Supergirl because it's amazing that I survived. So these are things that I would think that would be my weaknesses before, and that would have made me stop what I was doing, and I was embarrassed. But it turned out they are the things that have made me be successful. So with my 3 brain injuries, I have something called executive functioning disorder. And you guys are probably like, what is that? Well, maybe some of you have some traits of this as well. So have you ever looked at a pile? Like I'm a mom of 2. I have a 7-year-old and a 15-year-old, and there's piles, okay? So there could be some piles of clothes, or we're sorting through. We want to give away things. And you look at these piles and you think, I don't even know where to start. So then you walk away from the pile and you might go buy something new, or you might just start a different project, right? So executive functioning is when you're looking at something, whether it's a task to complete, as simple as even going to the grocery store or planning a party or getting rid of things, and you don't know where to begin. So what you need to do is have simple systems where you've broken down that task into tiny bite-sized pieces where you can then move forward. So in my recovery from my last brain injury, I had to go to speech therapy, and that's where they helped me with this. So then I was able to, make my business explode because I no longer was sitting there looking at these products on my shelf, trying to figure out how I was going to sell them. I could break it up and figure it out. So that turned out to be an awesome blessing. So after sorry, my internet here. After my third car accident and brain injury, I went on to be a top leader in my company and a top salesperson, all because of these simple systems that I created. So I'm going to share them with you. Okay, guys? So I know that you've been working hard and getting your banners ready and getting your sip-in shops and your pop-up shops and all of that. And it's so exciting. But I want you to think of something about this. Are you only inviting these people to shop with you at the holiday, or do you secretly want them to be your customers for life? So let me know, are you just wanting them to get a one-time sale? Are you a one-time sale girl, or do you want customers for life? So type that in the comments and let me know what your thought process is around this. Or maybe you're like, oh man, I hadn't even thought about it. I was just doing the motions. Maybe you hadn't thought about that at all. So I want you to think about that for a sec and think, okay, what am I wanting to do? Do I want a one-time person, or do I want customers for life? Okay, so I want you to think about that. So with my team, that's what I always ask them. I'm like, are you an order taker, or are you a consultant and a CEO? So you can think about that for you. Like, do I just want that one-time sale, or do I want customers for life? And the reason I ask you that is, for me, anytime I'm going to invest time into something, I want to make sure it's worth my while, right? So if I'm going to be, making banners, and I'm going to be inviting, and I'm going to be doing all this stuff, it better be making me money in the years to come and not just today. Okay. So maybe think a little bigger if you're like, holy smokes, or maybe you said something else, hadn't thought about it. Okay, so think about it. All right, awesome. Rebecca wants customers for life, and so does Tracy. That's cool. And it's okay if you don't want customers for life and you just want a one-time sale. That's cool. I'll help you with that. But my specialty really lies in taking these simple systems and keep using them for the months to come. Okay, so let's get a pen and paper if you have one, or you can watch the replay. But if you have a pen and paper, it's probably better. I have to show you something too real quick. Hold on. So she's got her pink. This is me. I'm the elf. I actually have a 6-foot cutout of Buddy the Elf, but I had to move him for the cleaning lady yesterday. So he was supposed to be here to say hi to you guys. But so I tell everyone that I'm Santa's most fabulous elf and that I'm here to help them. Okay. So for today, I'm here to help you with your business. Okay. All right. So let's think about this for a minute. I need to know, when you're inviting these people to your sip-in shop or your pop-up shop, what are you doing? Are you scrolling through your phone and copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste? Are you going through Facebook? Oh, she looks cute. Let me invite her. Oh, she looks like she buys presents. Let me invite her. Is that what you're doing? How are you choosing who you're going to invite to your pop-up shop? Do you have a system in place? Or are you just doing a scroll? Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Are you scrolling? So I'm going to tell you, I used to do the scroll thing too. Okay. And let me tell you about the scroll thing. You are a professional reminder. Do you remember that? You guys are professional reminders. And if you are doing that scroll thing and you just invited Susie Q to your pop-up shop, and you haven't heard back from her, you got to keep scrolling back through your phone to remember who you didn't hear back from, right? Or maybe she said yes, and now you don't see her in the group, and it's getting ready to start, and now you're scrambling, going through your phone, trying to figure out who's missing. That is not a good use of your time. And I've done that, and I have many of my team members who were doing it as well. And I want to save you from that. Stop the scroll and the think and all this. No more of that, okay? We don't need to overthink any of this. I'm going to make this so simple for you. Okay, so on your paper, your step 1 is you need a registration. You need a registration. So registration is going to capture their information so that you can send them reminders, right? It's also going to let you know what they're interested in. Shut up. What? I know. Okay, listen, guys. I don't know which industry you're in, but you're going to tweak this for you. So they are registering. So I wish someone was on here to role play with me. Okay, so listen. This is what your registration is going to be. It is going to be on Jot form if you want to use what I do, or continue using Google Forms if that's what you do. But I love me some Jot forms. Okay. I just love them. The reason is I have been working virtually for 9 years, guys. You have no idea how thankful I am for this pandemic. Can you imagine what it was like 9 years ago, trying to get somebody to do a Skype call with you? Oh man, I'm so glad that this world has caught up to me. That's my thankfulness for the pandemic. All right, so get you a Jot form or a Google form, okay? And in that, you're going to ask them their name. You're going to ask them, no, not Jock, not Jock, Rebecca, J-O-T, T is in Tom. All right, Jot form. So get you that. And in there, you're going to write you're going to put their name. Well, they're going to put their name. They're going to put their email. They're going to put the cell phone, because you need to text them if they're the winner. So you say, what's your cell phone number so I can text you if you're the winner? And then this is the genius part. Don't skip this. Don't skip this. Whatever you do in that registration, you're going to gear it to what your product is. Okay. So you're going to say, so that I can show you gifts that you are interested in, which of the following pertains to you? Smart. So for example, I'm in skincare, right? So mine would say little check off boxes, and it would say dry skin, dry hands, dry lips, makeover for holiday photos. Okay. If you're in the cooking business, it would say something like easy recipes, gadgets to make my life easier. It would say prepping for family meals or prep for weight loss meals, something like that. You figure it out, right? Based on whatever it is you're selling. Guys, I have been in sales for 25 years, okay? And the only way I can sell is if I'm serving people. I am not going to twist anybody's arm. I'm going to serve them, and I'm going to talk to them about exactly what they said they are interested in. And I sell thousands, hundreds of $1,000s worth of products in a year based on this method. Okay. So it is called the blessing method. I named it that. I don't know if anyone else uses my tag, but that's what I call it. Okay. So you've got your Google sheet, Google form, or your Jot form, and I'll type that in later. If Shamika's on here, she does that too. She knows about Jot form. She can type that. So you're going to ask them for their contact information. You're going to ask them to tell you a little bit about what they are interested in. Okay. Then you're going to tell them the date of the event, and then you're going to let them ask them if they will be watching live or the replay. Then you're going to ask them, what is your profile name on Facebook so I can make sure you get into the exclusive group? Or if you don't have Facebook, type none. And the reason is, guys, remember, I don't like to waste my time. So what if I meet somebody, or what if it's my neighbor, or what if it's someone from my cell phone, right? Thank you, Shamika. And they don't have Facebook. Do you think I'm not going to sell them something? No, they're going to be my customer. So what is my workaround for that? Because I need to be in two places at one time. So this is what I do. As you can see, I'm on StreamYard right now. So whenever I host an event, I hook up my StreamYard in advance to that group. I also, this is how I do it. There may be another way, but this is what I've been doing for forever. I have a YouTube channel. But so this right now is being recorded to my YouTube channel. Nobody can see it. It's marked as unlisted. That is the key. Unlisted. Okay. So why do I want that? Because I'm not going to re-record this just for the people who don't have Facebook. That's not a good use of my time, right? Okay. So two things here. If they don't have Facebook and they said they're going to be live, when you create a StreamYard event, it says invite guests and it gives you a code. So you are going to text them that code and say, here's your code to be on live tonight. So then you can see them, right? And then you go down a few minutes earlier and you say to them, okay, can you just mute your microphone? So basically, practice this with a girlfriend so you can see. So basically, there were little boxes below me. Nobody else can see these people except for me unless I bring them on screen. Okay. So now at the end of the event, this is recorded and I have my link for my YouTube channel. Again, it's unlisted. So I'm going to send that link out to the people who were not on Facebook and could not watch live. Does that all make sense, guys? So you're covering all of your bases. So people who are on Facebook, people who are not on Facebook, people who are on live, and people who are not on live. Ladies, you haven't missed out on anybody. Okay. So you've got it covered. Does that make sense? Ask me right now if you have any questions on that. I think it's so easy. It's so simple. And now you have made yourself available offline, online, and whenever they are available to watch you. Do you like that? Give me some hearts. Let me know if you like that information. So StreamYard is your friend. So let's go back in order. You've got your Jot form or your Google form. You've got their contact information and you've asked them a question about what they might be interested in because you want to make sure that you're going to be showing them some gifts that pertain to what they are interested in. Is that not genius? Do you guys love that? Okay. So now you have your information. StreamYard is free, y'all. StreamYard is free. So you do not even need to worry about paying for that at all. Okay. I'm going to just grab my internet connection to plug into my router modem, whatever it's called, because I see my screen goes black for a second. Hold on. Do not go anywhere. 1 second. Sorry, guys. My husband's an engineer. He gives me all these tools. All right. I'm plugged in straight into whatever that box thing is called. Okay. So all right, let me see. Questions. All right. So this is how I do it with StreamYard. You can do it however you want. I'm just giving you some options so that if people couldn't be on Facebook, like, guys, you don't want to miss out on that money. You don't want to miss out on that customer for life just because they're not on Facebook. We can't be punishing them because they're not on Facebook, right? You don't know their situation. They might not know how fabulous Facebook is. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they're an Instagram gal and, but you really want her to see your product. So this is just my workaround for you, okay? So you've got your form, you've asked your question, right? Okay, so now, what are we going to do? You need your tracker. I know it. You need your tracker. Okay, guys? You're like, what tracker? Okay, well, let me just tell you. Were you one of those gals who was scrolling through your phone, deciding on who you're going to invite? Were you scrolling through Facebook? And you trying to remember who you invited? Not anymore. You are never going to lose another lead again or another opportunity to bring someone in to listen to your products or opportunity. Okay. So I make my own tracker for my team. You could whip something up as well, or I'm sure you could find a tracker. I lose paper. I don't know about you guys. I lose paper. I actually hate paper, but you need it for this one. So everything in my office is gold, pink, black, or white, just so you know, except for my Hershey Kisses, they're silver. So I have my gold report and I have my tracker on here. This is a real life tracker. I had an event the other last Wednesday, so this is my tracker. Okay. So the reason I have it unlisted is because it was for my YouTube channel. It's because it's a private event. Remember, only people who had an invitation or registered can come. So if you don't make it exclusive, people aren't going to register. So that's how I do it. So you have to register to be a part of my event. I just don't let anyone willy-nilly into my events. That is just how I roll. The reason I use Jotform over Google is because I've been doing these events, like I said, for 9 years. And for some reason, at the end of our events, when we would text out the Google link, not everyone would get it. And I was wasting too much time having to then send it email or send it other ways. And I can't be wasting my time. So Jotform, I've never had a problem. So that's the reason. So it'll just be your personal preference, or, I do a high volume of virtual events too. So, if you're just doing one and you're like, oh, they didn't get it, maybe it's not bothering you as much. But when you're doing multiple, like, I can't be wasting time. Like, I got my 7-year-old, my 15-year-old, my husband, like, whew, I can't be wasting time. Okay. So who are you inviting to your event? Every person that you send that invite message to, the one, I'm not sure of your script, but mine would be something like, hey, I'm hosting this, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure if you're interested. Let me know. Or whatever it is that you send to them, that initial message, it's on this tracker. Susie Q, Jane, all these people, Heather, Jody, Allison, Carrie, all these people, they are listed. You sent them one message, you write them down. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you don't have time for that. Okay. All right, fine. You don't want to write it down, then you transfer that into your Google Sheets and you keep it there. But let me tell you something. I know it's a pain, but let me tell you, I bet you any money. Scroll through your phone later tonight. Do it. Scroll through your Facebook messages. Scroll through your friends list and think, oh my gosh, I invited this person 2 years ago to something and I forgot about them. Right? I'm telling you, there's people that you're leaving money on the table about. You forgot about them. You invited them to something. You got busy, that you burnt the dinner, your kids skinned their knee, and you forgot about them. Right? They didn't forget that you forgot about them, but you did. So the reason for this is you never lose somebody. And I'm just going to give you a little story. Okay. Have you ever been sitting at home? Neighbor had a party. You see all these fabulous people walking up and they're going to the neighbor's party. You weren't invited. Has that ever happened to you? It doesn't feel good, does it? Has someone ever said to you, oh my gosh, I'm having a housewarming party. It's coming up on a Saturday. I'm going to give you the details. And you were so excited. You even went to the mall and you bought a new outfit. And you were so excited. And that invitation never came. And then you start wondering, what did I do to her? Why did she say she was going to invite me and she didn't invite me? And then you start feeling bad about yourself, right? The reason why I do this has a deeper meaning other than, customers for life. My thing is, I never, ever want another woman to feel like they are less than. Okay? Never. I'm that girl. I walk into the mall and I've never been sprayed by perfume. I don't want to be, but it would be nice to be asked, right? I always feel like I'm the one who gets left out and it doesn't feel good. I go into a store, even if I could afford to buy the most expensive thing there, I'm never approached. I don't know what it is. I think I'm pretty fabulous and fun, but I don't get asked. And it makes me feel bad inside. It makes me not want to go shopping, right? So think about your friends. Think about the people, your acquaintances, who you might have invited to something and you forgot. And it was because you were busy. It wasn't intentional, but they didn't forget. Okay, so that is deeper meaning behind this is you're never going to leave someone hanging and make them feel bad. You guys are CEOs, right? You want everyone in your space to feel welcome. So this is going to help you not lose anybody. So I use paper. I've done it in many different ways. I did this when I sold cars before, guys. I had a list. I never lost a lead. I used it in my tanning salon because I never wanted to lose a customer. So this is what I've done for 25 years, and I brought it to our virtual space. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so basically, this is my system. You invite people. Oh, sorry. I'm like, why am I hearing my voice twice? Hold on. All right. Wait a minute. Sorry. I think my phone just called someone, so somebody else just heard my message. That's funny. They're probably like, what are you saying? Maybe they heard me say I didn't get invited and they might think that they forgot about me. That's funny. Okay, so everyone that you invite goes on here, okay? This is also going to get you to know your numbers. You're CEO. You need to know if you invite 10 people, do 2 show up or do 0 show up? You need to know because if nobody's coming and you've invited significant amount, it's your script that needs to change. Okay, so you write down every single person. Okay, you write the date. Did they say yes? Did they register? Did they get into your Facebook group? Did they participate? Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Now, this is the thing. You never, ever lose anybody. You know exactly where you are. Okay. So, for example, here's Joanne. She said yes. She registered. She didn't participate. I have a tracker of this now. Now I can follow up with her and let her know, hey, sorry that you missed the event. Here's the Facebook, the link to the video for the Facebook group, or if she wasn't on, I can send her my YouTube link. It's so easy. I let her know the deadline, if she likes any of those sales, is what, 2 days from now. Let me know. I'd love to make sure you're included in the giveaways. Okay. Follow up. What happened? This is genius. Okay. It has everything that you need on here. Sorry, I think that when I called someone, now they're all worried about me. So everything is on here. Now you're like, what do you mean feedback? Okay, this is how I roll. They register for my event. They participate. They give me feedback. The reason they give me feedback is because I am too nervous to talk to people about what they want to buy. I know you're like, what? You're a top salesperson and you're nervous? Yeah. I need them to tell me, okay? So my feedback form is just like the wish list, right? You can have them message you the wish list, and that's your feedback form. So for me, I will have in the feedback form, it will say, did you watch the event? And then my packages are numbered like A1, A2, A3, things like that. Which package were you interested in purchasing in quantity? Did you win a prize? And basically, that is it. So they're telling me what they want to purchase. And then I get on a quick call with, or I text them and I say, hey, thanks so much for watching. Okay, I know that you're interested in A1, A2, A3. I have a quick question for you. Just, on your registration, you happen to mention that you were having some trouble with some dry hands and dry lips. I was just wondering, could I just show you something real quick that would help you? Do you see, guys? I lured her in with my gift service, but now I'm going to get her to be a customer for my regular products at the same time. And that is what I do. Okay, so does that make sense? You are going to create your Google form or your Dot form to register. They come to the event. They watch the event. They provide feedback. You have a conversation. You close the sale. Okay, and then you're like, what? What happened to all the people that never showed up? Yeah, you're going to be surprised. Okay, and I don't want you to feel upset. And the reason why I don't want you to feel upset when you look down at your list and you're like, oh my gosh, 27 people ignored me. How many times did you ask them? Did you send them one message and invite them to your fabulous holiday shop? And now you don't say anything else to them? Guys, there's a proven system in sales, okay? I'm sure you've heard it before. I know that Michelle says the loudest marketer wins, and it's true. It's not just the loudest, it's about your consistency. They are testing you, and I'm just going to be real. They are testing you. Your friends and family are sitting back and they're watching you, okay? And they're sitting there going, is she really doing this thing? Is she serious? When you send that second message, and then when you send that third one, when you say, oh my gosh, is this so-and-so's phone? They're like, what? Yeah, I have a whole scripting system, but I have a whole proven system. And it's like, when somebody doesn't answer you, guys, they could be busy. They could be testing you to see if you're serious. It's going to take about 5 messages before the average person responds to you, okay? I'm just going to tell you the truth. When you are told that you're a professional reminder, it is true, but it is so worth it. For me, I spend time in the beginning to gain those customers, and then I have the rest on automation. Yes, my business is all automated after I get the initial customer. And everything is automated after that. So all I basically do is spend time with my new customers and make sure my other ones are happy. Okay. So now you see all these people didn't register. Now I know who I need to follow up with. Oh, this registered and she's not in the group. Oh my goodness, I need to get her in the group. It's very, very simple. And the reason I love Jot form is so when you create the Jot form, at the end of it, it will say redirect. Instead of a thank you page, it takes them directly to my Facebook group where I let them in. I also creates a Google Sheet for me. Did you notice how I've got yellow highlighter? Okay, so on my Google Sheet, I color code it. Yellow, they're in the group. Orange, they said they were going to be live. Green, they purchased. So I can easily see at the close of my event who didn't make it in the group, who didn't participate. You cannot lose these leads, guys. You're spending so much time getting ready for this event, right? You're so excited. You've got your packages, you've got your giveaways, you've got all of this. Now you must get the people in and never lose one person. So now you have your list. Ellen didn't respond to me. Maybe Ellen's not buying gifts for someone this year. So in a few weeks, I'm going to message Ellen with a different offer and nothing to do with gifts because maybe she wanted something different. So this list is going to keep going on and going on for months. Easter time comes, summer comes. Maybe there's some people that were on here and didn't respond. There's a pandemic going on. You don't know if something's happening in their family and that they weren't able to respond. It doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they were busy. And until someone actually says the words no to me, I don't want to have anything to do with you, Erika. I keep going. I am pleasantly persistent. And that is the best thing that any person can tell you is that you're pleasantly persistent. Okay. You want to make sure that you included them. And when you do it in such a way where you make it feel like, oh my gosh, I really want you to be a part of this. I value your opinion. I value your feedback. When you come from a place in your heart where you're serving others and that you're there to bless them and not with dollar signs in your eyes, I bet you anything your business is going to explode. And those people are going to be like, what? You remembered me? They're going to feel good. And I know Rebecca said, when that made her feel unworthy. Like, guys, I don't want anyone to ever feel unworthy. So you don't know. The lady could be going through a domestic violence situation or something could be happening, right? And you could be the bright light in her life. And in 3 months from now, when you message her and say, I'm so sorry that you were unable to attend my holiday pop-up shop, but I'd love to invite you for blah, blah, blah. She's going to be blown away. Your credibility and you are just elevated. Woo! You are way up there. They're just like, oh man, this girl knows her stuff and I was important to her. So think about how you want people to feel, when they're in your space, right, guys? All right, let me look at these questions and see what you guys have for me. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to look on my phone because sometimes I feel like I can't see everything on here. Do you guys like this? Was this a different way of doing things or have you been doing something like this? Have you have a shoebox of leads? What are you doing with your leads? Are you sure you're not moving or I'm sorry, here's my thing, missing anybody? All right, let me see. All right, I think I answered all these questions. Did I? Let's see. All right, so, let me see. Hold on. Do I have the tracker? Wait a minute. I don't have a link to my tracker, but I'm sure I could figure out how to do that. Whoever Chi is, sorry, it's a Facebook user up here. I could definitely do that for you. So now you are online, right? So let's recap. You have your event. You have them register. Any questions on the registration process? You have them come to the event and then you have them provide feedback. And basically that feedback is how you close the sale. So now you could absolutely just have the wish list, right? The thing is, if you only have that wish list, right, and you didn't have any other form of communication with her, what if she didn't want to buy anything? So you need to have your backup plan. So for example, maybe you don't want to use a jot form, another one for feedback, but maybe you just make it for only the people who don't send you a wish list. You could have a separate jot form and it could say, thank you for participating. And you could say, I'd love your feedback on future events. So you send this to the person who did not send you a copy of their wish list, right? Or anyone who didn't purchase, and you send them this. And in there, again, you might ask her something else. For example, maybe you're going to be doing other virtual events. So maybe you teach cake pops, or maybe you are in athletic wear, and maybe you want to know, things like that, what she might be interested for the future. So you want to tie it into your next product, because maybe there was something that she didn't relate to or she didn't want to purchase. You don't want to lose her. So you want to ask her another question. So then you could use your job form feedback, send that over to her, and now it's not weird, guys, when you're following up, because guess what? She typed the information. She said, I'm interested in learning about dry skin. Oh, okay. She said that. Let me text her real quick. Hey, Sally, thank you so much for providing your feedback form. I just have a quick question. Can we chat real quick? You get her on a Zoom and you tell her about what you have to offer for dry skin. Why? Because she said she had dry skin. Does that make sense, guys? So anytime you have your registration, you need to tie it into your product so that you have a second reason to reach out to these people. Because like I said, they might not all be buying gifts, but they may be wanting help with whatever else it is that you sell. Oh, Michelle's watching me. Thanks, girl. Thank you so much. Okay. So yes, you make a registration in Jot form. It's so simple, just like you make one in Google form. So go to jotform.com, and it's just, you just click name, push the button, click email, push the button, and it puts everything in there for you. Guys, if I can figure this out with about 3 brain injuries, I know you can. You can change the background. It's basically the same as how you make a Google form. It's just called Jot form. And it has all these integrations, all this fancy stuff that it can do. But I really, really like it. It really helped to save the problem of people not receiving the link. So basically, you can name as well. So for example, mine for my, what did I do? I just did Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it says my email address, and then it says / Wheel of Fortune registration. So it comes off very professional, I feel, because you can, I think it's called the tail. I don't know. I just made that up. Or the ending, you can put the name in there. So you just look very fabulous, So for example, whatever the name, maybe it's a pink pop-up job, right? So this is the registration, and it says pink pop-up, or the feedback for pink pop-up. And I mean, I love these Jot forms. I use it for everything. Even for my team, we have for the opportunity, it's a Jot form. People click on it. It's got my video. I've embedded it in there, and it's got their feedback about our opportunity. It's awesome. It automatically makes a Google Sheet, and I never lose anybody. I think that is the key, guys. For me, truly, is you don't want to lose anyone. And this, really, I mean, I've been doing these events for so long, and I would say to my team members, hey, what happened to Sally Joe? She registered for the eyebrow clinic. What's up with her? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm like, well, did she watch? I don't know. So guys, I needed an easy way that I could share this information with people. How long do I go live on Facebook when I do an event, and how many products do you show per event? Well, I do many different events. So sometimes I go on live for like 30 minutes. Sometimes I go on live for an hour. So about the 48, I'm a numbers girl, about at 48 minutes, that's probably the longest you want to go. 5 minutes is too short, because sometimes there's a delay on Facebook and people are still trying to get on there and they missed you. So I would say the minimum maybe about 15 minutes, and you can grab more people. So if I were to give advice to someone, I would have specific days that I'm going to do certain things. So for example, if you want to come on for my, I don't know, let me see, my spa in a jar event, and my giveaways would be pertaining to that. If you're like looking for some spa giveaways, make sure you attend my spa in a jar night. I just made that up, okay? So then they would come on for that, and then I would say, okay, listen, if you were liking this, or maybe you didn't win a gift and you want to win a gift, tomorrow is, make sure you get your hubby a fabulous gift night. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Are you going to be here? It's at blah, blah, blah time. So, I would just always make sure that I'm talking about the next one. Okay, so now for me, I know that everyone's different, but in my area, or the people that I seem to attract are professional women who are moms, okay? And our sweet spot is 9:30 p.m. So 9 o'clock and 9:30, we have our highest rate of people watching when we do our events at 9:30 p.m. Thursday nights and Tuesday nights are our best night. So that's what works for us. So now, like I said, I've been doing this a very long time. So I have a lot of data. I'm a data girl. I got to go by the numbers where I pull from. So that has been the best time for us. So I went over my time. Oh my gosh, I think I was supposed to stop it. Oh shoot, I kept talking. Sorry, Michelle. I get carried away when I talk about the sales. I forget if I'm supposed to talk for an hour or for 30 minutes. Well, keep asking me questions. I'm sure she's not going to buy. So I would look at in your Facebook, you can look at all the data and it will tell you. Did you know that in your groups? And it'll say like, okay, you had the most people watching at this time. You had the most engagement at this time. You will know the best times, to post. But, like Jill said, that's her bedtime. So then if that's your bedtime, but if that's your bedtime and that's the best time for other people, maybe you could take a nap during the day and stay up for that. You know what I mean? Or just, train people to, come in at a certain time. For me, moms are busy at 7. I have, like I have an elementary school and high school girl. So those are the women that I'm attracting. So you got to go based on your clientele or based on the people that you want to attract. Most people are going to be like you. I'm a night girl, so that's probably what I attract. So you are going to attract, people that are like you. I better do my giveaway before I go. Okay, guys, I'm going to do my giveaway. Make sure that some of you say Facebook user. I need you to type something real quick. I want you to type ELF, E-L-F, okay? E for Erica, L for love, and F for fabulous. I just made that up. E-L-F. So go ahead and type E-L-F. And I am going to do 2 giveaways. I should have done one in the beginning, but I totally forgot. So type ELF. Start typing ELF as fast as you can. You can do it multiple times. Because my friend Michelle's going to be so mad at me if I don't give away these gifts. She's like, don't forget, my people are fabulous and you have to give them their gifts. Okay, it's so important. I'm just going to look back and tell me how long she told me I was supposed to talk for because she should know that I talk a lot. All right, hold on. Oh, okay, I was only supposed to, let me see. Yeah, I was only supposed to talk till 1. Oh, well. Okay, so keep typing ELF. I'll give you a second for it to pop up, and then I'm going to do scroll thing. I'm scared to screen share because what if I mess it up? It's always nerve-wracking when it's not your own StreamYard, right, guys? I really hope that this was helpful to you. I also have a freebie for you, and it's going to be my 5 tips on how to sell without being pushy, okay? So let me get you that as well while you're typing out ELF. Keep typing ELF. Let me grab this. If you want my free guide, it's my 5 tips how to sell without being pushy. And let me just type this here. Hold on. All right. It is. Keep typing. I should have had this copy and paste. Sorry about that. Look at my eye like this. LY dot. Let me do it right. 5 sales tips. Okay. 5 sales tips. Can't spell. T-I-P-S. Okay. All right. Did it show up? There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's see. All right. Let me go back. All right. Uh-oh. Where'd the comments go? I'm going to do it on my phone, guys, because I just lost the comments when I did something. I don't know what I did. Oh, here we go. Comments. Okay. All right. Oh, we got lots of people who said help. Okay. Or maybe I'm going to do it on my phone. That way you can see that I'm not cheating. Okay. I would never cheat. All right. Let me show you on my phone. I'm going to pull it up here. And there we are. Let me turn my volume down so I don't scare anybody. All right. Ready? Can you see I'm scrolling? Up, down. Is it moving? Up, down. All right, stop. Rebecca Hill, Larimore. You won Michelle CDs. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so you need to type below that you won. And so Michelle knows, and you need to go to, I think it's Prize Factory, Michelle, to claim your prize. But why don't you just type below and tag me so I can make sure I tell Michelle. So Rebecca Hill, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't want to mispronounce it. It's a beautiful name, by the way. So you won her CDs. Okay, let's do another one. All right, we'll just keep typing the word elf, and let's go. Type again, type again. Let's see. All right, ready, guys? Keep typing. Here goes. Scroll up. Make sure we get someone else. All right, let's see. Here we got Jill. Okay, is it Jill Weitzel Perez? Guerra. It's a beautiful name as well. So you won a prize as well, and I totally forgot what you said the second one was. But I know it's fabulous. Okay. So can you tag me at Erika V Sales so that you can get your prize as well, and just say I won a prize. And I'm screenshotting these two names right here so I can tell Michelle as well. So again, I hope this was fabulous and helpful to you. I will post the link to my Bitly for my 5 sales tips, and I hope that it was helpful. I'd love to see you. Be my friend. See you on Facebook, and I wish you the best for your selling season. I love you guys.